Hi, Beetle Eddie here. Today I want to tell you about some news I heard this morning. Exciting news. Now we all know that there was a song that was made um, about 45 years ago from John Lennon called Now and Then. And it was a demo made on a little cassette that wasn't very good quality. And Paul McCartney said he's going to finish the song. He'll finish it one day. And as I said, it wasn't very good quality. But we've been talking about the last Beatles song, and it's apparently it is Now and Then. And it's the news is that we're going to get some news about it either today or tomorrow, as early as today or as late as tomorrow. Today's the 26th already. Today's the 25th. So, but by tomorrow, the 26th, we should have some news about what's going to be with with Now and Then. So that's exciting. Now, years ago, when they were thinking of doing it for the we're thinking of doing it on the technology. So George didn't want to do it because, as I said, I mean, when they were thinking of doing it on anthology, George didn't want to do it. As I said, George didn't think it was any good because it was done on a little cassette, and the quality of John's voice wasn't very good. So he actually said it's rubbish. Rubbish. Now, I don't know what he meant by it. If he meant the song itself was all rubbish, it was not a good song, or the quality of his voice, the quality of the recording wasn't good, so that's rubbish. So there's nothing really they can do about it. But today they could because of the technology. So probably today, maybe George would feel all right about the song. So that's the news. It's going to be released, and it's called the Last Beatles Song. Exciting news. But I'll tell you something, I'm a little bit reluctant about this for one reason. Now, if it turns out that the song is not so great, and George Harrison was right that it was rubbish, and he really meant that it was rubbish as a song itself, so why are you recording this and making it the Last Beatles song? If it's going to be a bad song, or not such a good song, the Beatles are going to go around on a bad note, that they did something bad. What I'm a little more concerned is the Rolling Stones just came out with an album, and they're in their 80s. Mick Jagger just turned 80. Keith Richards going to turn 80 in December. And they came out with an album called Hickney Diamonds. And guess what? It's a pretty good album. It sounds like the Rolling Stones. Now the thing is, I don't know how much auto tune was done on it or whatever to make it sound good. Maybe a lot, but still, people are already saying it's a great album. I have one friend who's saying it's the best Rolling Stone album that exists. I wouldn't go that far. I can't say that it's better than Sticky Fingers or Exile on Main Street, or Let It Bleed, which are classic albums, or Beggar's Banquet, or even Some Girls, which are all dynamite albums, you know. But I would say the Rolling Stones have about 26 albums, 26 U.S. albums, including this new one. And if I had to rate it, I'd probably put it in the middle of their albums. See, maybe it's like number 13. From 26 being their worst to number 1 being their best. Number 1 probably being Sticky Fingers. Number 2, Exile on Main Street. And number 3, Let It Bleed. Number 4, Beggar's Banquet. So I think, Hickney Diamonds would come in like, maybe, if I had to put it in an order of rating, probably about 13, probably in the middle. But some people are saying it's the best. It's better than this number 1. It's better to these some people than Sticky Fingers. I don't get that. I don't believe it. I don't feel it. But my concern is, let's hope that Now and Then is going to be a good song. Because if all this is coming out, that the Rolling Stones made a great album, great 12 songs, and the Beatles came out with this song that's not so good, some people might say the Rolling Stones are a better group, are better than the Beatles. Not that I care, because I know for sure, in my heart and in my soul, and many people will back me up, that the Beatles are better than the Stones. And always will be. You know what I think made the Beatles better than the Stones? One of the reasons. Different songs, different variety of songs. In one album, they can have 4 or 5 different genres in one album. And they're all great. It's all different. For example, in Revolver, you have a song like Eleanor Rigby, and you have a song Taxman, you have a song Yellow Submarine, and you have a song Tomorrow Never Knows. 4 different songs, 4 different variety of how the song is. They're not similar. They're all different. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Beatles was considered greater, or the greatest group that ever lived, because of their variety. They can have a song like Helter Skelter, and then have a song like Blackbird. Now the Rolling Stones, of course they had ballads, the Rolling Stones. But the Rolling Stones, most of the Rolling Stones album, if you put on an album, the new album, or even an old album from the 60s, album from the 70s, album from the 80s, they all basically sound kind of the same. Not that that's bad. This is what the Rolling Stones are. This is how they sound. And this is what you get. But the Beatles, they were very versatile. They could do Helter Skelter, and then they could do Rocket Raccoon. They could do, Dear Prudence, and they could do everything. Everyone got something to hide except for me or my monkey. And then they could do a song like Here Comes the Sun. or and a lot of the Beatles songs have very nice messages. Like, all you need is love. I heard Paul say that. Paul said, our songs have messages. All you need is love. And the Stones, they sing Symphony of the Devil. When I first heard that, I didn't like that Paul said that. Because to me, Symphony of the Devil is a great song. So, I know that all you need is love is a great sentiment, and, saying something, it means something. Or give peace a chance, saying something. Imagine saying something. They're saying something. Okay. Let it be, saying something. But, the Stones, their songs had good tunes. Sympathy of the Devil, Jumping Jack Flash, Brown Sugar, Start Me Up, Angry. And by the way, don't all these songs have a similarity in the way they sound? That's what I mean about the Rolling Stones. Not that they're a bad band, but they're not number one. The Beatles are always going to be number one. Get that in your head. If you don't believe it, start believing it. The Beatles had 13 albums. Not one song was bad, with maybe the exception of Revolution number 9. But I don't really consider that a song. Okay. So let's hope that the new song, Now and Then, is going to be done very well. Let's hope that, with the AI, and it was explained that John's voice has not changed. It's just an AI that Peter Jackson was working on, like for what he did with isolating the voice. He took John's voice and was able to isolate it, and then to bring it up. And when Paul and George singing in the background, and Ringo, and then playing. Yeah, so it's going to be a Beatles song. It's going to be the last Beatles song. It's going to be there with Free as a Bird, and Real Love, and Now and Then. Okay? I'm looking forward to it. Big news, probably coming tomorrow. Okay? Take care. We'll see you guys. Bye.